Welcome back, everybody. Cliff again with Assault Sicily 43, the Dirty Dozen, turn 5. So we are at the midway point. We don't have any victory points yet. We've taken some casualties. We need to, make some progress. So the first thing we need to do is roll for initiative. Americans 2, Italians 6. The Italians have the initiative again. They're going to get first shot. We need to draw cards. Patch them. Remove one immobile. That's for armor. Alternative, roll a d6 on 4+. Remove one damage point from one. Okay, we can do that. We've got reroll one attack for ranged dice in the support phase. Okay. And snake eaters, add one damage symbol to the result of your close attack defense dice once. We could do that before activation when we're moving into close contact. So we can, before activation, remove one immobilized, anytime. Roll a d6, 4+, remove a damage point. We can do that. They draw 2. Choose 3 friendly units when you play this card. For the whole round, these units reduce the movement cost required to enter a hex by 1 movement point to a minimum 1 movement point. So they've got some local knowledge of the hilltop. They can move around. It's not going to help them. Black shirts. Attach a command point marker to a unit. Until the end of the game, this unit ignores any suppression results it receives. In addition, it may reroll one attack die in each close combat. Well, we're going to put that on this guy. Okay. Support phase. So we are now in. We got to put in our commands. Assign our command points. Let's start with the American. American planning. That over here. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There should be 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. We lost one because we lost our machine gun unit. Flip those over. We're going to need 5 on the rifles. Do we want to run any artillery? I'm going to want to run my mortar. I'm going to want to do my machine gun. Now I just put 3 on the airborne rifles, because I know for sure I'm going to be doing a bunch of airborne rifles. The other 3 I'll hold into my pool. Put that over here. Now get the Italian planning. There. They should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll flip those guys. And the 2 we want to assign. Does this Breda have an LOS to anybody? Yeah. We're going to open up with that Breda medium machine gun. And the Brixa, don't think he can see him, but this guy could spot for him. I don't know that that's worth it. I think I'd rather have this LMG over here dealing some damage. So we'll do the LMG and save the others in their pool. Support phase. We will pop our mortar. We'll flip that. Flip this over, and he gets 2 greens and a blue. Defender loses weakest terrain dice. So we'll give this mortar 2 greens and a blue. We're going to put a fire on him. And he's going to fire 1, 2, 3, 4 at the Brixa. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the LMG squad. I'd rather take that LMG on. Try to spot him. 3+. Yes. It was a 2+, 3+ because of the dark. We do spot him. The LMG squad, for its defense, has some trenches. He's going to lose his die for the terrain. So he gets his yellow, his base. Yep. And then for trenches, let's see here. Come on. Wake up. Trenches. He gets 2 yellows. A blue for being hardened and a blue for being elevated. Not good odds for me. Crit and 2 hits. A hit and a suppress. Well, that was pretty darn effective. That's a crit and a hit. Oh, my guy doesn't have any blast value. Yes, he does have a blast value. It's a green blast value. So that's going to be 2 hits on him. And the crit is going to be... Let's delete those dice. A green here and a blue here. Hit. Nothing. That's going to suppress him. Green on, and yeah, that's for that. I should be doing, let's think about this. I have a undamaged, unblocked crit on a fortification. Let's look that up. Come on. There. Fortification. It's 18. How about blasts? Where are they going to be? Here. Blast values here. Okay, blast values come into play. Ranged attack with an uncancelled crit. Yes. Takes the blast value. That's going to be a green. Defending rolls the strongest terrain, defense, bonus, or fortification. Okay. So I rolled a green and I got a hit. And his strongest fortification is a yellow. So he should roll a yellow. And he got a hit, so that did nothing. Okay, so that was that. We reduced him by half. I want to toss this off to the side. So I got 2 hits on him, which takes him down another 2 points. Tracks. That's Italian losses. And he's done. No support for him. He's not going to fire his mortars back. He's going to save his points for more direct fire. Okay, he's first. He's going to use this machine gun here and fire. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's in the open. The Beretta at 4 is a red, yellow, green. My guy gets his yellow and a green for being in the open. And that is that. He missed. And I blocked 1 suppress. Crappy shooting. Okay, that was one of his rifles. So he fired his Beretta medium machine gun. Flip that. I fired my mortar. Now I'm going to fire my machine gun. So my machine gun here is going to fire at a range of 2 at this guy. He should have had to spot me. 4, he did spot me. I should have to spot him. 4, I spot him. Okay. The spotting for him didn't matter because he missed. 2 with my medium machine gun. My machine gun. Let's see here. At 2 gives me a red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, green. He's going to get his yellow. He's going to get his green. What cards does he have? He can get an additional yellow die for defense. And we're going to spend this card. He can spend it now. It says anytime. And I'm going to get a command point. I'm going to put it on him. And what did that card say again? I'm going to put it out here. And then I'm going to put this on him. Until end of game, this unit ignores suppression and may re-roll one attack die in each close combat. I'm just going to keep that there. He gets a yellow and a green, and he's in a pillbox. Red, yellow. And a blue for being hardened. Crit and 2 hits. Two crits and a whole bunch of hits. He's canceled that out. Delete those dice. His turn. He's going to fire down at these guys in the open. It's the best shot. Not that. Delete those dice. Control 5. Firing. That means he's using one of his squads rifles. And his rifle is going to get at a range of 2, a red and a yellow. He's going to try to spot. He does. I get a yellow and a green. And he fires and does 2 hits. I cover it. Let's see here. It is my turn. I can reroll an attack die. I can add 1 damage symbol to the results of your close attack. And I can roll a d6 on a 4+. I'm going to do this. D6, 4+. No. Nothing. Okay. I need to get moving. I'm going to fire this airborne rifle. Here. 1, 2, 3, spotting. He does. My airborne rifle at a 3. It's a red and a yellow. This guy's going to get a red, a green. That pillbox was 2 yellows, wasn't it? No, it's a red and a yellow. Red and a yellow and a blue. Crit and 2 hits. I don't want to reroll that. He's going to do this one, get an additional yellow. I think I already used that one. When I undid, I probably put that back on the board. Pretty sure I already used that one. He canceled everything but the crit. So he's going to get 1 damage. And now we roll for that crit. Green, blue, nothing. He canceled. So he's fired. Now it's the Italian's turn. He's going to fire his light machine gun here. LMG here, going down here. At a range of 2, spotting. Does not spot. And he's reduced, so only halves count. And because he didn't spot, only the lower ones count. So only the lower part of halves count. When he's reduced and he doesn't spot, you take, I'm going to use the suggested alternate rules, half of the damage dice that hit. So LMG. At a range of 2 is a red, yellow, green. And I'm a yellow, green. And that's it. Ooh, look at that. 2 crits, 3 hits. 1 hit. But only 3 hits. Half rounded up is 2. He gets a hit on me. So there was a post on Board Game Geek for spotting. And with the spotting rules now in 2.5, if you don't spot, you only take the lower half of all your hits. And they said, I have to look up the person. If you are reduced, then you should take half of this, of your hits, and apply. So this would be 1, 2, 3 hits. That's 1.5. Round up to 2 hits. I blocked 1. I get 1 hit. So this guy's fired. This guy's damaged. And I can delete those die. I'm glad that he was reduced and didn't really spot me. He's just spraying down in the valley below. My turn. I'm going to activate one of these rifles. I'm going to fire back at that. Returning fire. And my airborne rifles at a range of 2 do red, yellow, yellow, blue. And he's a yellow in the open. And he is hardened. And he's at higher elevation. Three hits in the suppress. 2 suppresses. That's 4 hits in a suppress. 4 hits is going to take him out. And that'll put 2 more on his damage. He fired. His turn. Get his planning window over. He's done 3. He needs 1 more. Who does he want to do? This guy needs... Didn't this guy fire? Pretty sure he did. Because we shot the Beretta. We've done 3 shots. Did that rifles. We did that LMG there. And I don't see anybody else, so that's the 3 he did. This LMG better open up. We better try to take out these rifles up close. They're in some trenches now. So another one on LMG. The LMG had a range of 1, 2. It's going to be red, yellow, blue. Red, yellow, blue. Try to spot. He does not spot. He's reduced, not spotted. My guy is a yellow. He's in a green. And he's in trenches. And in the trenches, I get 2 yellows. Because does direction matter for trenches? When firing through its flank, the other unit in the trench loses its weakest defense die. He's not firing in flank, he's firing from behind. I'm going to let him lose his weakest defense die. Red, orange, yellow, green. I'm going to delete that because he's shooting from the backside of the trenches and from above. Seems to me that's fair. And that should be that. 3 hits and a suppress. That's a bad one. 2 hits and a suppress. We get hit once for damage. Seems reasonable. Delete those dice. I'm going to fire another one of my airborne rifles. I'm going to fire this guy. Fired now. I'm going to fire this guy back at him. My airborne rifles at range 2, red, yellow, yellow, blue. I'll try to spot him. I do. I might have screwed up here because he didn't spot me. I think maybe he should have done less damage. I take that damage back off. I should have been able to cancel that. He should have only been able to do half damages. I'll go back and re-listen to it. Up here, he's a yellow. He's in rocks. And he's probably in a trench with 2 yellows. Rocks are going to give him yellow-blue. So he gets a yellow. Yellow for the rocks, yellow for the trenches, blue for being hardened, blue for being uphill. One, 2, 3, 4, and a crit. One, 2, 3, 4. Didn't block the crit. Puts damage on him. Give him a green. Give him a blue. I got a hit. He doesn't do anything. That gives him a suppress. Place marker, suppress. His turn. He's done 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 1 left. What's he gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? This bricks 1, 2, 3, 4. Could try to drop mortars on the sniper. The sniper can try to take out. The sniper's the better shot. We're going to do the sniper. And at a range of 4, sniper does 2 yellows. He's reduced. Yellow. He's got to try to spot. He does. Spots this guy who is in the open. Yellow, green. But he's reduced. So only halves count. And he did spot me, so only halves count. And with the sniper, there's a special ability. Defender loses their strongest terrain die. Okay. So I got a crit and a hit. I was okay. So he's fired. And he's out of orders now. What do I want to do? I've got the orders to close in on him. What does my bazooka team do in close combat? A green and a blue. What did airborne rifles do? 2 reds and a yellow. I'm going to activate airborne rifles. I'm going to move this guy 2 to enter into close combat. Okay, my guys would normally do 2 reds and a yellow. But I've got that -1 attack die. And normally he rifles 43. would do red, green, blue. Player aids. Close combat. First round. We attack simultaneously. Okay. Half strength, only half symbols. That applies to him, not me. Experience, none of that applies. He gets a blue die for defense. Enemy command cards, he has one of those. But it's out here. He can re-roll. He gets one re-roll of one attack die. Do. Okay. We lose our weakest attack die. So that's deleted. Crossing obstacles? No. Defenders outflanked. Defending unit. Okay, we're doing all the attack dice here. And he can re-roll one attack die. So he's going to roll. And he's going to re-roll this. He got 2 hits. And I got 3 hits and a suppress. So the Italian got 2 hits. The Americans got 3 hits and a suppress. Now let's do the defense die. So delete those. Now his defense. Assaulting unit. Terrain defense. Weakest defense die of the terrain hex. So I get a yellow. And I get a green for the terrain defense. That's it. Defending unit, strongest defense die of terrain hex. Add 1 defense die for fortification. We were coming in from the flank. He's going to get a yellow for that. So he gets his yellow. And he gets a green and a yellow. And a blue. And he ignores any suppression results. So my suppression doesn't do anything for him. He blocked 1 of my hits. I blocked 3 of his. I blocked all of his hits. He blocked 1 of my 3. I give him 2 hits. And that's going to kill him. So he's going to be deleted. Deleted. We can delete that. I can delete this card. I can clear the dice, and this guy will be in here. So my airbornes took him from the flank. Pitch battle took that. Okay. I've got 3 extra commands. I'm going to do another infantry. Now I've got to get these guys moving. We're going to fire these guys. One, two, three up to here at that LMG, who's suppressed right now, so he gets an extra green. Yeah. Gonna fire him. Does he spot? Yes. Airborne rifle. Red, yellow, yellow, blue. This gets a yellow, yellow. He's in rocks. In a fortification. Trenches. Yellow for rocks. Trenches gives him yellow, yellow. He gets a green. He gets a blue and a blue for being uphill. So his base yellow. Yellow for the rocks. And he's got his fortification. And he's also suppressed. And he's hardened and he's uphill. Not great odds. Crit and 3 hits. Oh, he cancels all the... No, he doesn't. He cancels 2 hits. That's a really shitty roll. I get a crit and a hit. And that's going to be enough to take him out. That's another 2 points. And I took out this reduced guy here. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and this pushes up here. Putting some pressure on him. That guy's fired. I've got 2 left. This guy is out of action. He's really hurt. We're just going to leave him out of the action. He's out of line of sight. He's safe. I need to move up. This guy's free to head for here next time. We've got to move up some rifles. So I'm going to do 2 more rifles. 1, 2 commands. I'm going to flip those off screen. And we're going to move these 2 rifles here. 1, 2, 3. Mark him fast. And 1, 2, mark him normal. And there we go. My bazooka team hasn't done anything yet. That's all my orders. I didn't even re-roll for my range fire. And I didn't use this for my close combat. Silly. I'm just going to discard those and try for more artillery. I could have picked up another blue die, but I succeeded anyway in close combat. I'm just not very efficient. Need more practice. Alright. Tracks. Action phase organization. Yeah. Victory conditions. Okay. This flips. I guess I have to get pieces. So let me go to my pieces. Status markers. Markers. Take this down here. There. I can take that up there. I'll delete that. Put this in here. That puts their pressure up one, puts my pressure down one. We've almost got them to withdraw. Doesn't necessarily mean they will withdraw, but there's a chance they'll withdraw. We got to roll for any suppressed guys. This guy is suppressed up here. Yeah, so I got to roll a green die for him. Nope, he's still suppressed. He's dug in. Fast action there, normal action there. Nobody else is suppressed. We can clean up. Hit org phase. The org phase up here took this suppress off. So I'll put it back on. And I'll delete this die. That's the end of turn 5. Going into turn 6, we have now gotten 1 victory point. We're ready to close in on this empty victory point. We are getting to the point where we can get some line of sight on people. I want to be able to see up here in case we get some naval fire. We could spot and try to drop naval fire up there to soften up the bunker. We're pressing up. That sniper's going to be a problem. We have to lay down fire on him. Hope that we get some initiative. We've also got to silence this medium machine gun, which is kind of scary. We're not out of the woods yet, but I'll see you guys next time.